Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. I guess we are live. We're triple streaming. We're streaming on TikTok. We're streaming on YouTube. And we are streaming on X. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen, we are in a critical phase now in the United Kingdom. We can all see the writing on the wall. We can all see what's coming. Unless you are blind, and even blind people can see what's coming. No, and I don't mean that to be any disrespect to the lady who had the gentleman follow into her house. Look, guys, I want to try and focus today on what happened at the Brook Hotel in Norwich. Now, for you guys understand why I'm going to have to kind of leave the actual event out, because if I talk about it, I will get censored. I'll be gone. I'll be, and I will be Lucy Conley. So last night, allegedly, people have shared videos widely online, guys. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I've got to be very careful. So last night at the Brook Hotel in Norwich, one of the security guards was sharing videos on his phone, and those videos he was sharing were of a very distasteful nature. That's all I'm going to say, guys. You guys can talk and speculate about what that may or may not have been. Go and look at it yourself. There's lots of channels talking about it now, guys. That security guard has now been arrested. However, ladies and gentlemen, like, how many times have I said this? And I was talking about this previously when I was just streaming on TikTok. We've got a situation now. In fact, I'll give you the anecdote. Let me give you this anecdote that I gave a couple of months back. I was coming out of, like, I think it was Lidl or something, or I can't remember what it was. I was coming out of Lidl. And as I was coming out of Lidl, the security guard from Lidl, he'd gone outside. And there was two girls, they were blonde girls, and they had a load of booze. And the security guard is asking those girls to show them the receipts. And I was like, well, hang on a minute. The security guard now, you'll see where I'm going, guys. So the security guard now, he's come outside the store and he's standing at the side of the road and he's asking to see these girls' receipts. And I was like, well, hang on a minute. Sure, I know, well, you know what, not surely. I know that there's no jurisdiction outside that shop. I know that the security guard does not have jurisdiction outside that shop. He didn't speak English as his first language, so it was difficult for them to try and, like, understand what he actually wanted. But here the question lies, ladies and gentlemen. What is the difference? What is the difference between that security guard asking them for the receipts outside the store and asking them for the receipts as they're packing it in the car? What's the difference in that security guard following those girls home, knocking on their door and asking to see the receipts? There isn't any, guys. And I've said this so many times, ladies and gentlemen. I've said this so many times, and we can actually see this now with real world examples. So for all those people saying, oh, Sean, you're just this, you're just being paranoid, you're just being this. You can see this now in real time, ladies and gentlemen. So the question is this. So the further to this development, guys, is this, all right? Imagine you commit a crime in a country. Let's just say country X. Let's just say country X. Doesn't matter where it is, ladies and gentlemen. Does not matter where it is. Let's just pretend, for example, you commit a crime in a country. Kind of got two options right now, guys. You've kind of got two options if you commit a crime. You can stay in that country and go to prison. You can, that's fine, absolutely fine. You can think, right, you know what, I committed a crime, I need to do the time. You can stay in that country, go into prison and whatever, fine. Or you can chuck your passport and come to Britain. We'll give you a hotel. We'll put you up in a hotel. We will give you food. We'll pay for your food, pay for your accommodation. We'll give you any dental care, any health care. We'll give you free classes. We'll give you free shampoo, free toothpaste, free clothes. We'll give you all this free stuff. So imagine it now, guys. If you're a criminal, just imagine that. You're a criminal. You've committed a crime. What are you going to do? Are you going to come to the UK where you get free stuff and a new start? Or are you going to stay in your own country? I don't know, guys. What would you do? If you was a criminal, what would you do? And then these criminals, potentially, hypothetical scenario, guys, hypothetical scenario for entertainment purposes only, those criminals then, when they get to the United Kingdom, because we don't know who they are, if they pass through that asylum, if they get their asylum granted, they can get a job working as security. Now, those jobs as security are jobs in authority. So you can imagine this scenario right now, can't you? You could see a scenario where you've got people who've committed crimes, really bad crimes in other countries. We don't know, hypothetically, speculatively. for entertainment purposes only, we could have a scenario where people are committing crimes in another country, coming to the United Kingdom, and then telling people in the United, then being in positions of authority in the United Kingdom. Say that to yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, and make it make sense. That's what's coming, ladies and gentlemen. I've talked about this. I've talked about the outsourcing of security. I've talked about how the police are going to slowly start to outsource their security to private security companies. Those private security companies are going to then employ people at the lowest denominator. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It is coming. Right. Let me jump on these comments. Let me jump on these comments, guys. I'm going to start on the comments. Guys, listen. I know a lot of people are worried today, and you should be. The amount of, I mean, look, guys, and let me go back to this, okay? The videos that we've seen from the hotel in Norwich. What do you think these people are planning? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being totally objective. Do we think that's an isolated incident of those videos that are being shown in that hotel by the security guard? Let's not forget. Like, we have that situation in the United Kingdom where the government won't, the police won't protect us. Honestly, guys, you know that guy who's been arrested? He'll get released without charge. It's not illegal to watch those videos. It's not illegal, guys. There's no law. There's no law against that. I don't know if there is. I don't think there is. I don't think there's any law against that. And all he's going to say is, oh, I was just showing people how, how disgusting it is to do this sort of stuff. It's unbelievable, guys. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get the comments and then we will continue. But the crux of this video, guys, is, are you ready for what's coming, guys? All right. Trust in authority in the United Kingdom, okay, guys? Security, our policing is going to be outsourced. And we're seeing this already. We're seeing the type of people that we're outsourcing it to. Good morning, Tina. Tina's just joined. Tina's just followed. Sharon Owen is saying good morning. Tina is saying good morning. When are you doing your announcement? Right, guys, listen, for the subscribers, I've got a gift for you guys, all right? I've completed it. It's done. It's ready. Oh, and thank you, Glenda Grab. Glenda Grab's just joined because maybe Glenda Grab knows I'm giving away for some. I'm giving you guys something later on today. So, look, guys, okay? Just as an update for the gift that I've got for the subscribers, okay? It's ready, right? It's ready. It's complete. I can show it you. I'm having issues that I'm working through now onto how I can give it you. That will all make sense later on today when I do a subscribers only live stream, guys, okay? It will all make sense, guys, okay? So I'm hoping to get these issues finished and dealt with today. I hope I can deal with these today. I've got it ready. I've completed it. Now, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I do the subscribers only live stream. I'm having trouble now how to give it you, if that makes sense. But I'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry. We'll do a subscribers only live stream later on today. Dean Marie Gen X is saying good morning. Good morning to you, Dean Marie Gen X. Jody Lee saying good morning. Sharon Owen, I'm just going to pin this, guys, because I do want people to understand what we're talking about and the depths of depravity in the United Kingdom right now, guys. Okay, it's bad. We have got these, we have got an anti-Christian. We have got an anti-Western agenda all over the United Kingdom, guys, right now. So Sharon Owen is saying she watched the video last night, guys. We're talking about the videos that came from the Brook Hotel in, I want to say Epping. It's not in Norwich, guys. That's what we're talking about, okay? Hang on. Give me a second. All right. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, thank you for everybody letting me know that you all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tina is saying, I don't live far from Norwich. Lady Tracy is saying, morning. Candy Rocks is saying, wake up every day to more and more bad news in this country. Yeah, listen, guys, if you live in the United Kingdom, it is literally every day things are getting worse. Every day you couldn't make it up. And look, guys, remember, we've got the Notting Hill Carnival tomorrow. And I welcome the Notting Hill Carnival, guys. I think it's a beautiful representation of Caribbean culture. Hang on. Sorry, guys. The chat's going crackers, and I'm just trying to get everybody's comments. Natalie87 is saying, morning all, morning to you. Sharon Owen is saying, Sharon Owen is talking to Candy Rocks. Lady Trace is saying, it's sick. They walk among us with that on their minds. Guys, look, I for you guys understand why I can't say what this video was. Thank you, Cinnamon Girl. Thank you, Cinnamon Girl, for subscribing. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, later on today, I'm going to do a subscribers only. I'm going to do a subscribers only live stream, and I'm going to show you and hopefully give you a little gift I've been working on, a little thing I've been working on, and I hope you enjoy it. But not only that, guys, for the subscribers, we can build on this together as a community, as a team. And hopefully we can stay one step ahead. That's all I can say at this point, guys, until I do the subscribers only live stream. But yeah, as Lady Trace is saying there, it is sick. These people are walking among us. Who knows what they've got on their phones? Who knows what they're thinking? Look, guys, and I've seen these things happen, and it's not nice. And look, guys, don't go looking for that stuff either. Don't go looking for that stuff. It'll give you nightmares. Lady Trace is saying he's probably one of many. I agree. And look, this person was in a position of authority. That's what I'm talking about now, guys. We've transcended that gap from where, oh, these are the security guards. These are there to protect everybody. To hang on a minute. You want to remove what? You want to take what off some? I got to be careful what I'm saying, guys. Okay. Je me sais pas is saying hello, Sean. Sharon Owen is saying job losses at Sheffield. Yeah. Job losses in, I think it's Sheffield and Rotherham, actually, Sharon Owen. I think it's Liberty Steel, another huge steel works, gone out of business, gone into administration. Gone, ladies and gentlemen, gone. More job losses, more unemployment. Guys, last year, can you remember me saying these exact words? Last year, you guys heard me say, we are going to have more people searching for less jobs. I said that, and it's here. There's nobody can deny it's not happening now, guys. Debbie973 is saying, good morning, everyone. Sharon Owen is saying, Lucy Connolly is going to be on GB News later on today. Four Paws is saying, morning, everyone. Morning, Tina Elliott. Candy Rocks is talking to Sharon. Sharon Owen is saying that, oh, who gave me that? Candy Rocks, thank you. Summer of Discontent, Autumn of Discontent, GB News is watching you, Sean. Have they been saying that? Sharon Owen, have GB News been copying me again? Have they been copying me, guys? Have GB News been copying me? Listen, guys, I've noticed a few phrases and I've noticed a few phrases that mainstream media have started to talk about now. I know they're watching. But look, unless they're going to let me talk about aliens and open, and talk freely, I'm not interested. Lady Trace is saying these people should really wear a tag or something when being housed like crims. Oh, Lady Trace, that's not very progressive of you. Sean, Candy Rocks is saying, Sean, are you going to be emigrating? Look, I don't know where I'd go to right now. I don't know where I'd go to. Honestly, I've looked around the world. Well, I've not looked around the world, but I've looked at a few places. The most likely place that if we were to leave the country, the most likely place that we would go to is Kiev. Or just outside Kiev, actually, in Borispol. Glenn the Grab is saying, no, I was there last night protest. Oh, okay, so Glenn was at the Norwich protest last night. Tina is saying thank you, don't worry about it, Tina. Stu Hatch is saying no, can't get on later, I'm traveling. Well, if I'm doing it when I do the subscribers only live stream, guys, okay, I will do I'll do a video as well on that, because I do want to give it you guys. I am working on this right now. You guys will understand when I present it to you, you'll understand the complexities. Glenn the Grab. So Glenn the Grab is saying the security guard had videos in his private folders. Right, guys, I can see the YouTube chat going as well. There's quite a few comments on that. I will jump onto there in a second. But listen, you guys that are watching on YouTube, do you guys know what I'm talking about with the, what is it, the Beck Hotel? Is it the Beck Hotel? Is it the Beck Hotel? The Brook Hotel, sorry, the Brook Hotel in Norwich. So a security guard was allegedly, guys, allegedly, allegedly, even though I've seen the videos, guys, even though I've seen the videos, allegedly a security guard was arrested at the Brook Hotel last night in Norwich because he was showing videos on his phone. Allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, allegedly. I wasn't there. I mean, you guys know I have to be very careful, all right? So, and the question is, how many more people have these videos on their phone? What do you think they talk about when they're together in those rooms late at night? What do you think they talk about, guys? What do you think they talk about? Do you think they talk about how they're going to rebuild the economy and get jobs in the financial sector? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. Oh, so Glenn the Grab is saying, I helped sort the protest in Norwich. Oh, well done to you, Glenn. Lisu is saying, morning. Luz Luxford is saying, good morning. What have I missed? Right, we are talking about in the United Kingdom, guys. Are you ready? All right, are you ready? Our security is being outsourced. It's being outsourced to the worst. Well, it's been outsourced to people. Well, as we can see from today, guys, some of our security, at least, is being outsourced to people who watch videos of let's just say that now he's been arrested. He's never going to get ahead in life. That's all I'm going to say, guys. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. He's never going to get ahead in life. Cinnamon Girl saying no problem. April Lee saying morning all. Glenn the Grab is saying there was another migrant assault a woman at the hotel last night. Listen, guys, I believe it's coming, guys. It's coming. Whether it's now, whether it's in a month, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. We can see it. We can see it. April Lee is saying, am I being slow? What was on the phone? April, I can't tell you what, April, right? I can't tell you what was on the phone. Let me pin this for April, guys, okay? I can't tell you what was on the phone. I can't say it online. You're going to have to go and look yourself. It is that bad. I can't even use code word for what it was, guys. Okay. I can't even, I can't even talk about it. I can't even use code. So April, I do apologize. You're going to have to go and look at that yourself. I feel horrible saying that. Lisu is saying, I've heard many people not sending their kids back to school, looking into homeschooling. Like, listen, guys, just on homeschooling, if you actually knew how little teachers had to teach each day, it's unbelievable, guys. It is. It's unbelievable. We looked at homeschooling ourselves, and it's not that much. You don't really have to. Oh, Sharon Owen is saying GB News reported it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I may be able to talk about this. Give me a second. Give me a second. I may be able to talk about this. No, I can't find anything. I can't. It's for some reason it's I think it might be restricting me. Wow, that's weird. That is weird. Yeah. So okay. So I've just put the exact. So okay, like guys, right? So I've just put exactly what happened into the search engine, and it says your search Norwich security guard shares videos. GB News did not match any news results. So nothing's there, guys. Nothing's there. I swear this is being restricted. Right. So let me go to GB News' website. See if I can do it that way. Let me go to GB News' website. I can't find anything, guys. There's nothing, right? There's nothing, right, guys? There's nothing on there. I do think it's been restricted anyway, guys. I do think it's been, in fact, it definitely is being restricted. Right, guys, I'm going to jump over to the YouTube comments. I'm going to jump over on to YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Right, guys, lots of comments. I'm just going to start at the bottom, guys. I'm just going to start at the bottom. Musaka Moo is saying yes, buy an island. Luke Jacobs is saying they sure are. Was watching the GB news the other day and thought that's what Raven said. Silly Gallardi is saying, you know the poem, first they come, when the West gives excuses for a word I can't mention on here, it will eventually arrive there. We have been saying this for years. Do you know what, guys? People who live in the Middle East, all right, people who live in the Middle East, they understand these problems, people who live in, and our politicians, because they see things through Western eyes. And I always say this, guys, all right, if you see things through Western eyes, you'll never understand other problems. Western politicians who've only ever been to a Western university, who've learned about things through books. And again, there's nothing wrong with learning about things through books. Western politicians see things through Western eyes, and they read books about diversity. They read books about the Middle East. And unfortunately, guys, unless you've lived in the Middle East, unless you know the problems, the brutality, and look, guys, I've said this quite a few times. Wahid Oost, so I've got a guy called Wahid Oost wanting to join. Wahid Oost, my friend, if you want to join, you're going to have to send me an inbox. I think it's raining outside. Wahid Oost, you're going to have to send me an inbox. Oh, he's gone. Jane Taylor is saying, no trust, but my worries are all conspiracy theories to friends and family. They smile at my prep, but how do you prep for the concerns of our kids? Guys, big questions. Zoe Dean is saying, I don't think it's isolated at all. That person was just caught. And apparently there was other stuff involving children. Right, guys, look, okay. The crux of this video today is the Brook Hotel in Norwich, guys. The Brook Hotel in Norwich. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I can't say it on here. I think it's been massively restricted. It's been massively censored. You guys know what happened in the Brook Hotel last night in Norwich. Somebody was arrested for doing something, sharing a video on his phone. Now, that person, I can pretty much guarantee, will never. It's not illegal to view those videos, guys. It's not illegal. Like it's not illegal to stand outside a school taking pictures. It's not illegal, guys. Totally not illegal. Right, let me jump up and get these comments, guys. So I've been right. I can't remember the last comment I did. Right, so Sharon Owen is saying GB News is reporting it. I can't find it, guys. I can't find it. Joe Massey Poe is saying, is Kiev safe? I'd say it's safer than the United Kingdom, guys. I would. April Lee is saying, no, guys, look, I can't tell you what this video was until it's been reported on mainstream media. Stu Hatch is saying, it's what the Queen of Hearts used to keep saying. Right, okay. Yeah, so if anybody's wondering what this video is about, April Lee, I'm just going to pin Stu Hatch's comment there. April Lee, you're going to have to, April Lee, you're just going to go on. Oh, sorry, you're just going to have to go on X and have a look. It's all over there, guys. Oh, God. Oh, that went down the wrong hole. Can you imagine the scenario right now, guys? Like this is the reality right now. If you live in the United Kingdom, guys, this is your reality, guys, okay? If you live in the United Kingdom right now, guys, this is your reality, all right? We have people in these we have security now, people who've passed through all the vetting services. So we've got people now who've been vetted, who've got their little SIA badge, right, who are authorized to provide security services. We've got these people allegedly with videos of things happening to children, allegedly with things happening to people that older people, gruesome things. And like, How many more people like this are there, guys? That's the question. I don't know. Listen, guys. I think it's a one. I think it's a one-off. I think it's a one-off, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was the only one person in the entire country. We've caught him. Everyone's safe now, guys. Everyone's safe. So the next time a security guard comes up to you and you're outside the supermarket, just like, yeah, you're a security guard. You're in a position of authority. You're in more of a position of authority than me. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Notting Hill Carnival starts tomorrow. Yeah, so I mean, we should all look forward to that. I wouldn't go anywhere near London, guys. If I wouldn't go anywhere near that. Right, April saying, message me, April. You're gonna have to literally, guys. Look, if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, literally, you just need to go on. You just need to go on X and put Brook Hotel security guard arrested. That's all you need to do. Literally, there's like lots of people talking about it. Lady Trace is saying, I homeschooled my son. Linda Lewis saying, morning, Sean. I saw the live. Don't look at it. You can't unsee what you've seen. Yeah, guys, look, Linda Lou's seen what I've seen. I unfortunately, guys, I've seen a lot of these videos and worse. It's disgusting, guys, okay? Absolutely disgusting. Lady Trace, I'm just going to pin that what Lady Trace is saying because obviously I won't be able to repeat that. Candy Rocks is saying, my teacher friend said 30 kids aren't going back to school so far. I don't know where I stand with that, guys, okay? April Lee is saying, can we all club in for a new island? Look, guys, you know when I did the live stream and I said, I feel there's going to be a Western exodus down to Antarctica? I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying. Antarctica, guys, it's where we're going to go. We are going to go to Antarctica. Western civilization, you know, we're going to go to Antarctica. And, you know, you guys can be woke. Have the rest of the world. Have it. Go on. Fill your boots. Do whatever you guys want. You know, you can have Big Ben. You can have the Houses of Parliament. You can have the grand structures. Let's see where they are in 10 years. Let's see how diverse they are in 10 years. Yeah, I do think there's going to be a mass exodus down to Antarctica, guys. You know, Antarctica to me is the only safe place. Dodsbra is saying you can see now how many illegal migrants are in your area. Quite shocking, actually, when I checked. Dodsbra, how do you check that? How do you check that, Dodsbra? Rachel Samantha is saying, seen a guy was talking to a security guard in the Trafford Centre and was saying they have a room. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Rachel Samantha continued to hold a certain amount of bodies. Oof, God, that is, yeah. So look, guys, all these big shopping centres, Trafford Centre, there's a Metro Centre, Meadowhall, Blue Water, all these big shopping centres. I genuinely don't know how there's not been a mass incident at one of these already, guys. I don't. Candy Rocks is saying, Stormer saying you won't be able to withdraw more than £200 in cash after septic giveover. That can't be right. How do we get out, guys? How do we get out? Honestly, Antarctica. When are they going to open up the gates of Antarctica? Sharon Owen is saying, I've heard schools are putting reflective film on windows so no one can look in. Look, guys, you know, this is what winds me up. This is something that really annoys me. All right. Rather than deal with the root problem, we're trying to deal with the symptoms. We're trying to deal with the symptoms. You know, if you guys have had any medical training or ex-military or whatever, you know, when you're doing trauma management, all right, you need to deal with the bleed. All right. If you've got a massive bleed, you need to deal with that bleed. You need to stop that bleed. You need to stop that stuff coming out. If you don't stop it, Doesn't matter. And what we're doing right now, it's like we're putting bowls at the side to catch all the stuff and thinking, oh, yeah, well, at least the floor's not getting dirty now. What else are we going to do? Oh, we'll just keep wrapping bandages around it. Oh, that's not helping. It's just like it's just like slowing it. It's not even slowing it down. It's just stopping it going on your trousers. You know, we need to stop the root cause of this, guys. And while everybody's protesting outside these hotels, you know, oh, hang on. So while we're all looking at the protests outside these hotels, guys, where are those people going to go? Where are those security guards going to go? You know, I look, guys, I would give you this advice: get out while you can and consider a move to Antarctica. Look, guys, and as wild as it sounds, I've said wild things before and they've happened. We need to get to Antarctica, guys. That I feel that is the only place that's safe. Rumi UK is saying hello, guys. I coughed earlier and it really did me. Right, guys, I'm just going to have some coffee. I don't care if I get restricted. Oh, that is a good coffee. That is a good coffee. Oh, I do love my coffee. April Lee is saying, I've seen it on X, him being arrested, and it started what it was. Never watched it yet. Don't watch the video, guys. Do not watch the video. It's not worth it. Rummy is saying, I'm going to London next month. Timsky is saying, hello, get out of the UK while you can. I agree, guys. Get out of the UK while you can. There's nothing here. There's nothing here anymore. It's over. I hate to say that, guys, but it's over. Like, not only like, you know, let me get the official numbers before I get done for fake news. I'm just going to ask Grok real quick how many illegal migrants are in the United Kingdom. I'm just asking Grok now, guys, how many... Oh, he's giving me a massive answer. Right, okay, right, okay. Okay, so in 2005, they estimated it to be 570,000. In 2000, it's just shy of 1 million, guys. Just shy of 1 million. All right. Let's just say it's just shy of 1 million. All right. Let's just say just shy of 1 million. All right. Let's just say there's just shy of 1 million illegal migrants in the UK. They're the ones we know about. What about the people who are legal migrants? What about second generation? What about third generation? The numbers we're talking about now, guys, it's over. We are literally the only way to provide security now is to have 15-minute cities. That's it, guys. It's over. We ain't going back. You know, and people are saying, oh, we need mass deportations. How's that going to work? How's that going to work, guys? Realistically, how is that going to work? It's not. It's not going to work, guys. Right, let me jump up and get the rest of these comments. Comments are going wild this morning, guys. Thank you. Right, Timsky's saying get out while you can. Stu Hatch is saying gonna have to get back to work. Stay safe. Good luck at work, Stu. Stu, listen, guys. I'll give this to everyone. All right. Look, guys, if you're at work right now, or you're working a 9 till 5, you need to start making contingency plans. All right. So Stu, I don't know if you're still on, mate. Everybody needs to start making contingency plans. Sharon Owen has just put that the Huge Steelworks has just gone out of business in Sheffield. That's going to be putting jobs in Sheffield, jobs in Rotherham, gone. My friend, I'm not going to tell you who he works for. He works for another big company. They're looking like they're going to go bust. So that's going to be more jobs gone. And people need to start thinking about contingencies. What would you do right now? And I know people pay lip service to this, and it really annoys me. What would you do? You know, we all talk about prepping, and you know, we've got water, we've got food, we've got gas, we've got petrol. Like, have you financially prepped yourself? Are you financially ready? Could you weather the storm for a year? Could you be unemployed for a year? Would you lose your house? Would you lose your apartment? So you know, people don't talk about this enough, and I guess it's part of, like, wouldn't even be urban survival. I guess it would be more about 20th century survival. So look, guys, if you work a job and you're not self-employed, or even if you are self-employed, could you deal with being unemployed? You know, and what steps are you taking to protect yourself financially? Everybody's situation is going to be different, guys. And listen, I'm the last person. If you guys know how much money I've wasted on projects that absolutely go nowhere, but they're pretty cool, I'm not the best person for financial advice. Sharon Owen is saying, they are testing new facial recognition technology at Notting Hill Carnival. Well, they're all just going to wear COVID masks. The cost of the infrastructure in Antarctica. So, Candy Rocks, the resources are readily available in Antarctica. They've got vast amounts of oil. They've got hydrocarbons, you know, so they've got oil, they've got gas, they've got the raw materials. All we need to do is go down there and work, you know, like we used to, like when we went to America, when we went to other places, work, use the land and make it into a utopia. I believe it can be done. I do, guys. I believe we can go down to Antarctica. We can live there as Western civilization. We can let the rest of the world be diverse. I have a Notting Hill Carnival every day, just all day be Notting Hill Carnival. And you know what? When there's no one there to fix the utilities, when there's no one there to pay your free money, when there's no one paying tax, let's just see how quickly that descends. Dodsbra is saying, Raven, scroll down and check the inbox. Raven, check the link in your inbox. Scroll down to 2 hours ago, released number of migrants per area. Right, I will do, Dodsbra. As soon as I finish this live, mate, I'll go and have a look at that. April Lee is saying, drill for teachers. Cover the door, windows, lock the door, hide and keep calm. Do you know what my drill for teachers would be? Do you know what my drill for those teachers would be? Get that window cracked. Get you and the kids as far away from that school as possible. That's my drill, guys. That will be my drill. Look, later on today, guys, I'm going to be on the live stream and I'm going to talk about a potential scenario involving a school. If you were a parent, what do you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to say what I would do as a parent. Sharon Owen is saying, my mum used to say, sort the problem out. You can't keep putting a plaster on it. Yeah, I think that's great advice for politicians, because all politicians do is kick the can down the road. Candy Rocks is saying this country is not going back. No, it's not. It's not going back, guys. There ain't no going back. There ain't no going back. All these protests outside the hotels, waving the flags. It's great, guys. It's fantastic. I love it. It's patriotic. It's uniting people. But people don't understand the sheer numbers that are involved. Not just like 1 million. So we've got just shy of it. Well, according to Grok, we've got just shy of 1 million illegal migrants or irregular migrants in the United Kingdom. That's just shy of 1 million. Okay, what about the people who are here illegally? What about these places in you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, the places in England that have legal migration, but none of them speak English. You know, what about those places? The numbers are phenomenal, guys. The numbers are phenomenal. Look, guys, and as crazy as it sounds, guys, like Antarctica, like where do you go? What landmass does Western civilization have now that's unspoiled? You know. Rachel Samantha is saying Putin has given a demand to Ukraine to give up Donbass. No NATO and no Western troops. Yeah, it's never going to happen. Never going to happen, Rachel Samantha. Never going to happen. Timsky is saying, I'd get all my assets out, get a flight, and take up residence in the country you choose. Unfortunately, guys, you know, there isn't anywhere safe at the moment. There isn't anywhere safe. like I said, guys, okay, like I said, Antarctica. Antarctica is going to be the one. I know people are thinking it's crackers, but it is. Natalie's saying they passed the book so much their spines fell off. I think she's talking about the political system in the United Kingdom, which I have to agree. D. Marie Gen X is saying that's illegal to not legal as well. Who brought? Yeah, exactly. So what D. Marie Gen X is saying there is you've got one illegal migrant. Once they get granted asylum, they can bring their families. So that one turns into 10 real quick. Right. Okay, we've done all the questions, guys. I've done all the comments so far, but keep putting the comments on, guys. I will always prioritize TikTok in the mornings. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the crux of this video. Are you ready? Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen, for what is in store? Trust in authority, security. It's gone, it's over, it's finished, it's not coming back. I'm talking, of course, about the incident at the so many hotels. We've got the Beck, we've got the Bell, we've got the Brook Hotel in Norwich, guys. Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about. I can't talk about it here. The Brook Hotel in Norwich. One of the security guards has been arrested. I don't know how he's been arrested, guys, because he's not committed any crime. One of the security guards has been arrested for sharing videos of the barbaric nature. That's all I can say on this live stream, guys, right? Because I'll get the video flagged, okay? So he's been sharing videos of the barbaric nature online. Allegedly, there's videos on his phone of videos of children as well, and you guys know what I'm talking about. So the question is this, ladies and gentlemen. The question is this. I've spoken about this many times before, and you know what, guys? I come on these live streams and I say things that that people think, that could happen. And then a couple of weeks or months, we actually see a real world example of it happening. So you guys can remember when I said, when the police chief said we're going to have to have a shake-up, we're going to have a police shake-up. What I said is this. And go back through my videos, guys. All my videos now are public record, so you can go back, you can watch my videos. I do 2 live. Well, I'm going to do one for the subscribers today. So every day I do at least 2 live streams. Well, I try to do 2 live streams a day. This is what's going to happen. The police. This is what's going to happen, guys. All right. The police. Let me hang on. I need to chronologize this so it makes sense. Okay, so let's just consider what's just happened in the Brook Hotel in Norwich. You've got this security guard who's been vetted. He's got his little SIA badge. And I would say he's an undesirable. I would say that, guys. That is my opinion. I would say he is an undesirable. That's what I would say. He's an undesirable. But he's passed his vetting. He's been vetted and he's got ticks in the boxes, right, guys? He's got ticks in the boxes. In fact, let me go one step back. Sorry, guys. I've got this little story in my head I want to tell you, but I need to bring it out in the right chronological order, or it's not gonna make sense. So let's just consider what I said at the beginning of this live stream. People that commit crimes that are in foreign countries. Let's just say you're a criminal, you've committed a crime, a really bad crime, whatever that is. That's, you're envisioning it now. You've got a choice then. You can either go to prison in your country, or you can come to the United Kingdom and have a free hotel, food, accommodation, healthcare. We'll put you up, and then you might get your asylum. You might be granted asylum. That person then, once they are granted asylum, they can apply for a job as a security guard. They can. So you've got a situation now, potentially, guys, where you could have criminals committing some of the worst crimes imaginable, making their way over to the United Kingdom and having jobs of authority. Tell me I'm wrong, guys. Please tell me I'm wrong. Tell me there's checks and balances that can make that not happen. Tell me, guys, please. Oh, what? You got... they're vetted through the Security Industry Agency. Oh, right, they're vetted, are they? Yeah. How are they vetted? Oh, they're vetted with UK databases. Okay, so what crime have they committed in the United Kingdom? Oh, they've not committed any crime in the United Kingdom. It was done in country X. Yeah, so they're going to pass. They're going to pass, Donut. So you get where I'm going, guys, right? So that is a real world situation. Now, I believe we've got proof of this, evidence of this, because of what's just happened at the Brook Hotel in Norwich. I've spoke about that quite a lot. Now, on a previous video, on a previous live stream, I've spoke about what's his name? Is it Mark Carney? No, that's definitely not Mark Carney. I can't believe it. The Met Police chief. He came out and he said the police forces in the United Kingdom need a shake-up. And what I said is this shake-up is going to involve outsourcing security to private security companies. Now, we already know the type of person that works at private security companies. Tell me I'm wrong, guys. One's just been arrested. And again, I don't think he'll ever be charged. That guy at the Brook Hotel, guys, I do not think he will ever be charged, because there is no law against you watching those videos. There's no law against you watching those videos. So I don't think he's going to be charged with anything. And well, they're going to charge you with watching a video. I mean, not a chance. Anyway, so now we've got undesirables working in the security forces. So the police shake-up, it's going to start like this. This is how it'll start, guys. Mark my words, mark this video, thumbnail it, whatever. This is how it's going to start, guys, okay? It will start and they will say, oh, what we're going to do is we're just going to use private security to go to non-essential call-outs. And they're going to give you some benign example like this. It'll be like, if there's a reported burglary at an industrial park or something, you know, instead of sending officers out there, we're going to send private security out there. They're going to assess the situation, you know, and then if there is an ongoing incident, we'll send actual officers out there. That's how it's going to start. And everybody's going to be saying, oh, what a fantastic way. What a fantastic way of dealing with this. You know, everybody's going to be cheering in massive applauses. And then the next phase of that will be, what we're going to do now, guys, what we're going to do now, you know, those security guards that go out there, well, what we're going to do is we're going to give them powers of detention. So we're going to give them the power to detain people. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to worry. They can't arrest you. Only police officers can do that. Only police officers that have done the full training, that have had the full vetting, that have been, you know, only real police officers can arrest you. These private security, no, they just detain you. What? What's the difference? Oh, well, if you're detained, I don't know. You see where I'm going with this, guys. You see where I'm going. And then the Overton window of acceptability is just going to rise. So we're going to have potentially in the United Kingdom, mark my words, guys, mark my words, people like we've seen in positions of authority detaining you. Tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong, guys. Tell me there's checks and balances to stop that. Listen, guys, we've been on 52 minutes and I've just been ranting. Can you guys do me a real big favor? Like, comment, share, subscribe, bell notification, all those things that help this channel grow, guys, okay? Just a little tap to you guys. Buttons down there if you're watching on YouTube. Buttons up here if you're watching on X. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do a subscribe dive first. The first subscribers only live stream later on today, where I'm hoping to give you guys something. I hope you like it. You may not. You may. I may present it to you, and I may just see people leaving the chat. I've got it's ready. It's ready to give you guys. I'm having issues how to give it you guys. So I've got it. It's ready. I don't know how to give it you, but I can certainly present it to you and let you know what it is. Right, let me jump up and get these comments. D. Marie Gen X is saying that's illegal to not legal as well. Who brought? All right, no, we've done that one. I've spoke about that one. April Lee saying, are you ready? No, I don't think. Oh, and then Linda Lou. Guys, I had a cough earlier and it really did. Like, I don't know what happened when I coughed earlier, but I'm really struggling with my throat. So Linda Lou is saying, I don't think he was arrested. They put him in a police van and took him away. Maybe just moved him. Yeah, guys, look, there's no law against watching these videos. Absolutely no law. He will, and because because he's not broken the law, he'll keep his SIA license. He's not done anything wrong. So April is saying, Sean, when you say ready, what do you mean by ready financially? Food? No. Okay, so what I mean, guys, look, by are you ready financially? Are you ready if your business, your company went bust and you had the sack, or you had the sack? Are you ready financially to weather the storm? Do you have enough money to pay your mortgage and your bills for the next 12 months or something saved away? Or are you, and this is what I talk about, you know, financial preparedness. And look, guys, I'm certainly not the, you know, don't ask me for like investments or anything, because I'm certainly not the person. Lady Trace is saying, if he downloaded the videos, it may be a crime for one of the things. All right, yeah. So, yeah, I think what Lady Trace is talking about there is the things involving children. And Sharon Owen's just laughing. Right, guys, just a quick comment here on YouTube. So Priv Caro, as I understand it, over on YouTube is in Norway. And she's saying 1 million migrants is crazy. Norway has 5 million people. That will be 1 in 5 as a migrant. So yeah, so Priv Carol, it's actually worse than that. So that's 1 million illegal. That's 1 million people who are here in the, it's just shy of a million. So that's 1 million people we have in the United Kingdom who have no right to stay here. But you know what? They're here. We provide them food. We provide them accommodation. We provide them money. So I don't know what it means to be an illegal migrant and to be not an illegal. We're still paying for them. So yeah, the situation's a lot worse, Priv Carol. Than it's a lot worse than 1 million. Jane Taylor is saying, if we are in that scenario, who could enforce such a mass financial mispayment? Normal rules just don't see as applying, like all went to Daryl Dick. So look, guys, like, doesn't matter how bad things get for people financially, the banks are still going to want their money. They are. They don't care. They don't care. The banks will still want their money. Your landlord will still want your money. Do you know why he's still going to want your money? Because he knows he can kick you out and put some migrants in there. Like, people will still want your money, guys. All right, and you know it's just a sad situation that we're in. Right, let me have a jump on this, guys. See if this is on the mainstream yet. No, nothing on the mainstream about this, guys. I think somebody said this was on. I think somebody said this was on GB News, but it's not. Well, I said, hang on. And when I do the search online, it just let me search X.
I went to the side double fire exit, and
so I'm just watching a video here, guys. I don't know what this video is. It's a man. Oh, hang on. So I'm just going to read you this. I can't even read it, guys. I can't even read it. I'll get banned. I'll get banned if I read this, guys.
Security were there watching videos of war.
Right, I can't read that because I know what he's going to say. So the guy has come. It's unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable. So these people are, guys. Look, you guys know how I think. I don't want to get the live stream banned. I really don't. I don't want to get banned. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't need to reiterate what we've just said. I mean, I'm looking at a video now, and it does look like the police are arresting him. I'm watching the video right now, guys. So this guy snuck up and he's, I mean, fair play to him. So this guy has snuck up and he's looking at this. I mean, if he hadn't have had that footage on it, like if the guy hadn't have recorded this, there's no crime committed. Like if the guy hadn't recorded this, it's unbelievable. Oh God. Ugh. I don't like watching these things, guys. I don't like watching these things. But look, the videos are out on X. The Brook Hotel in Norwich, guys. It's literally every day. It's every day now. When is this going to happen, guys? And this just builds on what I've previously said. So previously, ladies and gentlemen, I've said that I do believe there's a real credible threat now in the United Kingdom for a mass incident. The government are preparing for it. The government are, oh, hang on. Hang on, guys. I think I've got it here. Hang on. No, it's yeah, GB News. 2 minutes ago, there seems to be a whole wave coming. GB News political commentator Catherine Foster discusses the autumn of discontent, with planning of public sector strikes looming, more people now applying for less jobs. Nothing good's coming, guys. And when the government come out and say, right, we're going to insert universal basic, universal basic income, everybody's going to jump at it, guys, because the situation is going to be so diabolical. It's going to be so diabolical. I've said this so many times, guys, all right? Are you financially ready? People get their water, they get their food, but can you pay your bills for a year? Can you pay them for 6 months? Can you pay them for 3 months? What are you going to do after that? Because, guys, look, there's going to be more and more companies going bust. We've already seen news about the steelworks in Sheffield. I think it's called Liberty Steel. So let's just see how many people Liberty Steel employ. Let's just see this, guys. Okay. Let's just see their turnover. Liberty. I just want to see Liberty Steel. The third largest steelworks collapses into liquidation. Liberty Steel's specialty steel. So this was for the aerospace industry. So 1,500 people in Rotherham and Sheffield now, guys. Now, the problem here is this is just not 1,500 people looking for work. This is 1,500 people more searching for less jobs because Liberty Steel has now gone bust. What I'm saying here is because it's gone bust, upstream and downstream, certainly downstream. So those 1,500 people who worked in that steel company, guys, and this is the whole, it's like a house of cards. You got Rachel Reeves saying, yes, we are going to protect British jobs. No, you're not, Rachel. You're destroying them. So look, guys, it's all connected, all right? So Liberty Steel, guys, let's just go with this, right? Okay, Liberty Steel, 1,500 people are going to have to find a new job, all right? It's gone into administration. Something may happen. I don't know. But as we are now, guys, 1,500 people look like they're losing their jobs. Now, if those 1,500 people lose their jobs, it's not just 1,500 people. It's the surrounding infrastructure. So the little cafe at the bottom of the street where everybody go for the lunch, they're going to miss out on those people that go there for the lunch. The cake store that the directors buy cakes from when it's somebody's birthday. Now, so that's the little store. So that little store may go bust. Like the little sandwich shops that pop up around these big places where people go and have work. So that sandwich shop's going to go bust. Now, because that sandwich shop's gone bust, where that sandwich shop get their bread cakes from, they're going to have less orders coming in, and that may be a big order for them. So they're going to be struggling financially. And you see how these things have a knock-on effect on the ecosystem. So it's not just 1,500 jobs, it's the surrounding infrastructure, the local people, the pubs, the bars, the restaurants, the cafes, the coffee shops. They are all going to take 1,500 people less coming through their doors now. So that has a knock-on effect. So when they go bust, they have a knock-on effect to somebody else. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I said this last year. I'm standing there in an orange shirt. I said, look, guys, we are going to have a time by the summer where we are having more people, vast amounts now, guys, vast numbers. These are just the big ones. These are the big ones that make the headlines. There are pubs, bars, restaurants, cafes, coffee shops, sandwich shops going bust around the United Kingdom at an alarming rate. And look, guys, now we literally have more people searching for less jobs. What's the solution, guys? So people are saying, are you ready right now, guys? Could you pay your bills and continue your lifestyle now for the next 3 months without getting paid? What about 6 months? Could you do it for a year? This is what I'm talking about, guys. People don't understand the financial God, that sun's got what, right? The financial calamity that is coming to the United Kingdom. April Lee's saying, we are struggling a lot. Husband looking for a job. April, you're not alone. April, you're not alone. Everybody's struggling. Nobody's spending money. People are scared. And the more this happens, and the more people see these things happening and look around, the less people want to spend. That's the reality, guys. Nobody's spending. So your big stores, B&M, B&M, Home Bargains, The Range, Jisk or JKSY, whatever that is, people are not spending, and that has a knock-on effect. People are not spending. People can't buy new stock. People don't get new stock. People don't want to go in there. People have to let people go. Guys, it's nothing good is coming. Lady Tracy is saying tourism is down, more lost jobs. It's unbelievable, guys. Okay, we might all get jobs as security for the government. Stu Hatch is saying, being on in the background while driving, working the fire industry, one of the safer sectors. Yeah, I would say public sector jobs are relatively safe. Stu Hatch is saying, not bulletproof, then safer than most. Construction, guys. Yeah, construction. Who's paying? Well, I don't know. Maybe construction might be a good thing because the government are wanting to. We need to build more houses because we're having all these people coming. We can't have them in hotels all the time. Gotta get them in houses. Autumn is Google is saying news was reporting of the autumn of discontent. Yeah, they're all copying me, guys. They're all copying me. And Timsky is saying, what's your thoughts on Venezuela and the United States? So if you guys don't know, there's U.S. naval. I don't know what's in there exactly. U.S. Marines, strike group, I guess, or heading. Maybe they're off the coast of Venezuela. Look, guys, we're in a powder keg at the moment in the world, and at some point, something's going to go click, and everybody's just going to have a crack at each other. That means in the United Kingdom as all. For example, in the United Kingdom, at some point, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a signal flare is going to go up and everyone's just going to go crackers. These security guards that are watching, these security guards that, let me answer you this, guys, okay? Let me answer you this. If a little old nanan, right, she's walking home from the supermarket and a guy comes with his SIA badge, right, and he says, and he's got security written all over him, and he says, excuse me, love, I need to search your bag. She's going to say yes, isn't she? She's going to be scared. She's not going to know what's happening. And there lies the problem, guys. There lies the problem, all right? We have outsourced our security to people who do not speak English as their first language, which I don't have a problem with. What I have a problem is we don't know where these people are coming from. We don't know what these people stand for. And I don't know that, guys. It's an open question. Maybe we've, I need to calm myself down, guys. I don't want to say anything that'll get me in trouble. Right. In fact, actually, guys, listen, guys, I'm going to change over now and I'm going to continue on YouTube so I can talk a little bit more freely, guys. Okay. So I'm going to change over to YouTube in a couple of minutes, actually. I'm going to jump over to YouTube so I can talk a little bit more freely, guys. If you've not done so, go follow me over there. I'm the Real Raven 1 on YouTube, guys. All right. I'm the Real Raven 1 on X. And I'm the Real Raven 1 on TikTok. So we're going to continue this little conversation over on YouTube, over on X for a little bit longer, guys, where I can talk more openly. Cosmic is saying Doncaster Robin Hood Airport will never open. It's tragic. It's tragic. There is no other airport in that region. Like for business, for the economy, for that local economy in Doncaster, there isn't anything near. The nearest airport's like if you live in northeast Lincolnshire, I think the nearest airport's like Manchester, which is like 2 hours away. Like, you know, it's just crazy. Rachel Samantha is saying, Sean, have you heard of Operation Pegasus, which is starting next month? No, I have not, Rachel Samantha, but I'm just going to Google that now. Operation Pegasus. I like Pegasus. Yeah, okay, so we're getting, all right, okay, so there is an Operation Pegasus, this Pegasus Bridge, hang on, 2025. Are we talking about the pandemic preparedness? Okay, I'll just read this real quick, guys, okay? Okay, so Operation Pegasus, I've not heard about this, guys, I've not heard about this. So Operation Pegasus, Exercise Pegasus, sorry, not Operation. So an operation would be actively doing something. An exercise would be, you know, planning for it. So Exercise Pegasus, not to be confused with Operation Pegasus and the Pegasus Bridge, is a pandemic response plan. Exercise Pegasus is a tier 1 exercise defined as national level exercising involving ministerial participation and cabinet office briefing rooms activation, and will take place between September and November. Its key purpose is to simulate a realistic pandemic scenario, and is the first kind in nearly a decade. Yeah, so I guess, you know, yeah, I guess they're planning stuff. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this down on TikTok now. I will be over on YouTube for a little bit, and then we'll close that down again. I will be doing a subscribers only live stream later on. Hopefully, I can give you something in that live stream. I've got it built. I think I'm giving too much away there. It's ready. I just don't know how I'm going to get it to you. Hopefully, I'll have those. I'll have that figured out by the time the live stream comes later on today. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you later. Be safe, be prepared, and don't pay lip service to financial readiness, guys, either. And we are offline, and we're just streaming now. Oh, somebody just subscribed at the end there, or maybe I just saw it at the end. Right. Right. So look, guys, if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right, with the video, you know, with this video that's been, this video that's been released, it's absolutely terrifying. I keep saying this, if these people are watching these brutal videos, and look, I don't think this guy's going to be arrested. I don't think he's going to be charged with anything. Like, I don't think you can charge somebody for watching a video. I'm not going to show it, but so I'm not going to show the video, guys, but it's on X. People are showing the videos on X. So the question is this: if these are the people providing security, like, what's happening in these hotels? What do you think they're planning? What do you think they're planning? What do you think they're scheming? What do you think they're likely to do? When if, and I'm not saying it will, but if someone, for example, oh, hang on. If someone, for example, said, right, it's now part of your religious, your ethnic right, or you have to do this now. You have to, you have to start going crackers in your local towns. You have to start attacking X, Y, and Z. I mean, we've already reached that critical mass in the United Kingdom, guys. We really have. We've reached a critical mass now whereby it's impossible to police. It's impossible to defend against. And I'm talking about the masses here, guys, the sheer masses of people we're talking about. Imagine that scenario, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong, please. Imagine that scenario, right? You've got a guy in some, I don't know, some crazy part of the world, and he commits a murder. He commits mass murder. Let's just say somebody commits a mass murder, all right, in country X. Everybody knows it's him. He's about to get arrested. He's like, yeah, Jono, they're coming for you. They're going to come and arrest you. And you're like, yeah, okay, right, fair enough. Like, what do you think that person's going to do? Do you think that person's going to stay in country X and get arrested and go to jail, or worse? Or do you think he's going to make a run for it? Do you think they're going to make a run for it? And do you think the logical place to go would be the United Kingdom? So you can see that now, can't you, guys? Whereby you could have a mass murderer, and I'm not saying this is the case, I'm just saying that the framework is open for that. You could have a mass murderer, or worse, make their way through Europe or wherever, come over to the United Kingdom on a boat. They get to the, they get to the, I don't know, what's it called? Reception center. And they're like, right, what's your name? And he gives a different name, got no passport. Where have you come from? Oh, I'm fleeing persecution. Yeah, you people want to lynch you, dude. That person then, because there's no crime, there's no record, obviously he's not being committed of any crime in his country yet. So nobody knows. Or maybe maybe they're not going to come and get him. Maybe nobody knows what he's done in that country. Maybe he just fled in case anybody does. So you see now how the framework actually encourages people who've committed crimes in other countries to come to the UK, because we'll put you up in a hotel, we'll give you food, accommodation, healthcare. If you don't like the food, don't worry, we'll get you better food, And then if you get your application accepted, you can then have a job in authority. And you can see how that's a law, can't you? You can see how that is a law to that type of person. Oh, so if I go to the United Kingdom and I get a job in authority, I get access to vulnerable people. Yes. I didn't think of that. Yeah, nice. You see how terrifying that is. And I spoke about this before, but now we've got, I believe, a real world example of this. Brook Hotel, Norwich. You guys know what happened. So you've got a real world example, I believe, of how those people can fall through the net. Oh, they've been vetted by the Security Industry Authority. Really? You've been vetted by the Security Industry Authority? What crime have they committed in the United Kingdom? None. Where do you check Security Industry Authority? Oh, we just check UK databases. What about international databases? Oh, we don't have the authority to check that. Oh, so let me get this right, Security Industry Authority. You're vetting people who've been in the United Kingdom a couple of years. If they've committed crimes in the United Kingdom a couple of years, yes. He's 37. What was he doing the rest of his life? I don't know. And look, guys, we are seeing this, and I do believe this is coming, whereby imagine that scenario, right? Imagine if somebody pulls the pin and they say, right, everybody, you need to go crackers. And everybody's going crackers, and you've got like a little old lady, and she's walking home and she's got her shopping, or kids. And some people come dressed in security. They've got their badges on, their little SIA badges, and they look very authoritative. Maybe even in a car, maybe even in a security car. They say, like, right, girls, you need to get in this van. Come on, we've got, there's been something happening. We need to get you in this van. Tell me what's going to happen. What is going to happen? 12, 13-year-old girls walking home from school. They're a little bit scared. A van pulls up with security written all over it, and an actual security van. 2 people inside get out. They've got all the badges. They've got the accreditations. What's going to happen? They're going to get in the back of that van. Come on, girls. Something bad's happened. You need to get in the back of the van. We're going to take you to a safe place. Terrifying, guys. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying to think about it. And we've done this ourselves. We've done this ourselves. Right, Jeremiah. Thank you for all your comments, Jeremiah. But I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to answer all those comments, Jeremiah. I do apologize. Jeremiah. Right. Four Paws is saying, Jeremiah, please stop bumping relevant posts. Yeah. Look, guys. There's too many comments from Jeremiah for me to. Too many comments for me to be able to comment to all of Jeremiah. Right, guys, listen, I'm going to close this down now. I'm going to close this down. The news of the day, all right? Are you ready? The United Kingdom, guys, okay? Trust in authority, security, all these things, I believe, are massive question marks. We are going to have that scenario where we don't know whether to trust the police. We don't know whether to trust the security. Some of them will be good. Some of them won't be good. We're going to have that scenario where the police won't protect us, but they won't let us protect ourselves. The police will say, no, you can't protect yourselves. That's our job, but we're not going to do it. But if you do it, it's illegal. Just say that to yourselves, guys. Make it make sense. Anyway, guys, I'm going to close this down now. I'll be back on later. I'll see you soon.